we are back with some more Pokemon Null. Continuing with our attempt 14 of a hardcore Nuzlocke this game. Currently on best pace, deathless past Roxanne, which is pretty nice. So yeah, we were in the middle of starting the Brawly split, but then my computer crashed. So now we left off with about to facing this aqua grunt here, which I think we were going to be using this setup here. Bright Powder, Aspid Berry, Quick Claw, Thornberry, Aspid Berry. Yeah, I think this was the setup. So I think we're gonna do this. I think probably want to swap these items here. Probably should give this a Quick Claw, just in case. But yeah, this fight is usually pretty straightforward. Let me just double check the calcs one last time. Should bait you, go you. KO maybe go to Giggles for backup. Let's see. Yeah, I think this all looks good. So let's go ahead and take on this fight here. Yeah, muscle flying, Quick Claw, Aspir, Bright Powder. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. This Aqua Grunt leads a Mightyena with Intimidate, but we have Inner Focus, so we don't worry about that. And we could just outspeed in one shot with a Sky Uppercut. This should always bait in the Lowbro for Zen Headbutt. We will swap to Murkrow on the Zen Headbutt. And again, this has Quick Claw, Quick Draw, so high chance of moving first. So we'll see what this does. We have a Bright Powder on... No, I think we have Quick Claw. Yeah, so we're gonna go for a Foul Play here. Nice. Gets the crit drop. Alright, so now we have to swap because you could get the Quick Claw proc here. So we're gonna swap to Gigalith. Yeah, if we had attacked there, River would be dead. Headbutt perfect, and then now we go for the KO here. We can just go for a Throat Chop. Cool. This should bait in Wormadam. Yep, for I believe it should only be Energy Ball. Yeah, so we're gonna pivot to Salazzle. Energy Ball. And this is holding Bright Powder, but this can't do that much damage to us, so we're just gonna try to KO. Yeah. Cool. This leaves a Fione left, which is scary because it does have it does have Tail Glow with leftovers. Right now it should only be able to go for Scald. So we're gonna pivot to Shinotic here on a Scald. We have Illuminate, which will lower its special attack, which is nice. We got the Burn. It's fine. We're gonna go for a Spore here. There's a Tail Glow. Scary. So now it's at +1. So I believe now we should go to Raichu. Let me see. +1. I mean, we're both dead to crit. So I don't think it matters too much. But I think we could either stay in and go for Giga Drains with Shiinotic, or we can pivot to Raichu. I think the only scary thing is a turn 1 Wake Up, which would be very sad. I think we should go to Raichu here. Let's see. So just stay asleep one more turn, please. Perfect, alright. Alright, so now we can just get the KO here. Alright, a little scary there, but made it through. Saved Brownie's Pico. Now I gotta do this cutscene here. Fast forward this. Right. Get a quick ball. All right, cool. Alright, so now before we get into Dewford, we do have a mandatory rival fight. So we're gonna take a look at that here. But I think we have some pretty good answers for this rival fight. It's gonna be Cinderace, since we have Chestnut. Yeah, so let's see. It's gonna be Bellybolt lead. I think my idea for this was to lead Shiinotic. So because we could do some interesting tech with it, with Spore. Yeah, and then we have Wishcash for Cinderace, most likely. We're gonna be Chestnut for the hack turn. We're gonna have Gigalith for the type Null. And we're gonna have Salazzle for the Lucario. So I think that all looks pretty good. And then maybe as a backup, I could bring I don't know who I probably want to bring like a backup for the for the Cinder Ace. Let's see. I don't really have much other good options for it. I guess Omastar could work. I just have to remember that the Cacturn in the back has Water Absorb. So I've got to be careful about using water moves on the Cinderace if the Cacturn's still alive. Mel, yo, what's up in the chat? Appreciate you popping in. Hope you're having a good day today. I agree with you. Emerald is definitely one of the top tier Pokemon games. Now let's bring Omastar, I think, as a backup. Yeah, the Cinderace can be very scary because it's got Protein, and it's Gen 9, so it locked itself into the first type that it uses. But I think I have some tech for it. Yeah. Let's see. I may want to bring a backup for the Belly Bolt, because I want to use Wish Cash for both Cinderace and the Belly Bolts, but that might be asking a lot. Yeah, things can get out of hand with a Cinderace very quickly. But I think we can... I think we have to prioritize that, dealing with it. So... let me see. I know what to go for here. Let's see, I think we're gonna go Wish Cash. We're gonna lead Shinotic. We're gonna bring Omastar. And we're gonna bring Chestnut. For items, we'll go... Probably should go... Let's go Pecha Berry on Shinotic. Let's go Pecha Berry on Chestnut. Let's go Citrus Berry on Wishcash. Let's go... We can go Citrus on Regolith as well. Citrus here. I guess Citrus here too. Alright, this seems fine. Alright, this is gonna be an interesting fight. The Rivals Protein starter can definitely shift things in different ways very quickly, so... But I think I have an interesting opening with the Shinotic here. So, yeah, let's try going for it. Starry Night, what's up in the chat? Appreciate you popping in. Hope you're having a good day today. Let's go, Brendan. Alright, so Brendan here leads a Belly Bolt. Its whole thing is that it has Volt Switch and has Soak. With Electromorphosis. So it's either gonna set up go for Volt Switch or use Soak so that it can use Volt Switch if you're using a ground type. So it's very likely to go that for either one of those two moves here. We're gonna open with a Spore because if he does Volt Switch, it'll go to Cinder Ace and we'll be able to get a Spore off on it for free. So ideally it goes for that there. If it goes for Soak, then we're gonna have to go for backup here. But we're gonna Spore first. Okay, yeah, there's the Soak. So, this is the less ideal route, but now at least we can go for... Wishcash was also going to be our planned use for this. So hopefully we get some sleep turns here. Okay, good. Alright, then now he's gonna need to clutch up with some Magnitudes here, because that's its highest damage. So, hopefully we get some good ones here. Appreciate the sub there, Starry Night, much appreciated. Okay, 7, we'll take that. Stay asleep, perfect. Let's see a 10. Let's see a 10. Okay, 7. It's not gonna KO. Stay asleep, please. Perfect, okay. Alright, so now we can just take this out. We don't have to deal with it for the rest. Oh, or that might not KO. Oh, wait. That was terrible. Probably should have gone for... Yeah, because now he's gonna slack off. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I mean, there's not much more we could do here. We could... He's either gonna Soak or Muddy Water. We need to save as much HP on this as possible. So we could switch back to Cyanotic here. We get another Illuminate, which in this game drops special attack. Yeah, there's Muddy Water. We can go for another Spore here to predict the if he does go for a Volt Switch again here. Okay, there we go. So this is what we wanted to do. Because this should be Cinder Ace coming in. Perfect. And we'll be able to put it to sleep. Yeah, this is the biggest demon of the fight. And we also needed to use Wish Catch for this. So we're going to swap here. Hopefully it stays asleep. Good. And we're gonna go... So, we need to be careful here because Brendan does have a Water Absorb Cacturn in the back, so if we use a Water move, then he's very likely to swap. So... But in this case, I think it's fine. Because we just need to do as much damage on it as possible. Yeah, this is a very switch-heavy fight. So I think we're just going to go for the Aqua Tail. Because I can't risk doing super little damage with Magnitude. We're going to go for Aqua Tail here. Nice, stays asleep. I see a high roll here. Nice, that's a very good roll. Alright, so he's very likely to swap now, so we're not going to Aqua Tail, we're going to go for Magnitude. Okay, he's not guaranteed. Perfect. Okay, Cinderace is this is the biggest threat of the fight, so since this is down, the rest of the fight should be good. So this should be Cacturn now. You should always see a KO with Needle Arm. We're going to go to Chestnut here. Needle Arm. And then we can just one-shot this with a Brick Break. So this goes down. This will probably bait... What is this gonna bait? Probably Lucario? Yeah, either Lucario or Belly Bolt, maybe. I'm not too sure. It's probably Lucario here. Yeah. So Lucario comes in. This is gonna most likely either Flash Cannon or Aura Sphere. He won't go for a Trailblaze because he's already faster. So I think we stay... What we do is we stay in here. And we go for a Brick Break because... Well, I guess we could go straight to... Salazzle, but Salazzle doesn't have a one-shot. So it's going to take quite a bit of damage. My only fear is Flash Cannon Spadef drop. If that happens, then we don't really have good counterplay. Yeah, so I think we need to stay in for a turn. We have Battle Armor, so we can't get crit. It deals up to 66 damage either move. So we're just going to go for Brick Break here. Okay, Aura Sphere. This has a chance to KO. Nice! Wow. Alright, we got it. That wasn't a super likely roll. Okay, so Belly Bolt comes back in. This is probably going to... Again, either Volt Switch or... Slack Off. Or Soak. It could do that too. So I think we just go back to... we go back to here. To Wish Cache. Yeah, there's a slack off. Now it's gonna most likely muddy water again. So I ideally want to save HP on this, on my Shinotic for the Lomomola in the back. But we have Giga Drain, so I think it should be fine. We can try going for another Spore again. Yeah, I think that should be fine. So, again, either Volt Switch, Muddy Water, or Soak. Okay, Muddy Water, no crits, ideally. Nice. Okay, so now we can Spore again. Okay, there's the Soak. Again, now we just go back, try to take this out. Alright, we need some high roll magnitudes here. Come on. That's not a high roll. Come on, Wish Cache. Oh, that's a crit though. Come on, you got this. I think we need like an 8 at least. Give me an 8 or 9. Okay, I think that should KO. Or just barely not. Ooh, just barely? That's fine though. That's fine. Don't slack off, please. This thing's so annoying. I think we go for another hit here. Yeah, we just gotta go for it. Give me a 9. 7, okay. Come on, just attack. Don't slack off, please. Okay, Soak, that's fine. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Okay, I think we can just go for Mudshot now. Mudshot should be guaranteed at this point. Yeah. Yeah, so we just go for Mudshot. Okay. Whew. Alright, Belly Bolt down. The rest should be pretty easy to... We should wrap up from here pretty nicely. We have Type Null. It only knows normal news though, so we can just go to Gigalith. Yeah, because that's Work Up. The Intimidate counters that. And then I believe we just go for 2 Rock Tombs into a Rock Slide for KO. So Rock Tomb twice into Rock Slide. Man, Gigalith is such a beast in this game. Work Up, not gonna matter here. We're faster after 2, so now we get Rock Slide. And then lastly is an Alomomola with a Toxic Stall set. So we can just go back to... go back here. Its only attacking move is Slip Turn. There's a Toxic. And we can just go for... We have a Pecha Berry. We can just go for Giga Drains now. We should be able to wrap this up here. Oh, and you missed. It's nice. Alright. Really happy with how I played this. Shinotic is a very interesting mon. lot of interesting utility on this. I mean, the fact that this thing gets Spore in this game is kind of nuts. Alright, there we go. Deathless burned in. Very smooth. Alright. Very, very nice. Alright, so now we have access to Dewford and some new encounters. So let's go ahead and head over there. Here. Let me change battle speed back a little bit. Alright. Let's go, Briny. Alright. Just grab the silk scarf. Alright, so we have 3 encounters right now, and then after, I think, 2 fights, we get the Granite Cave encounter. So, the grass here is a guaranteed psychic type. So, let's see, I think the past few times, we got Ralts the last time, which is really nice. It's all the times before we got Abra. So, let's see what we end up getting this time. Alright, Dottler. It's not great. I mean, it is a quad fighting resist. So that'll be helpful, I guess. Let's go ahead and catch this here. Let's see, I think Astronomer is good for this. Alright, cool. Alright, now we can fish up a guaranteed protect mon here, which is really nice. Let's see what we get here. Krabby, alright. Take another Krabby. Hopefully this thing isn't a minus defense nature again. Let's see, what did I name Kingler? could just go with Crabber. I think it also has guaranteed shell armor too, which is pretty nice. And now we can fish up here on Route 106. Let's see what we get here. Let's see, Lotad. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Haven't had this guy yet. Never mad about a Ludicolo. I think a good one would be... Choreographer. I don't think that fits the... You know what? Just for the reference. Bartender. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and check these guys out here. Alright, Dottler. Lax nature, that's actually pretty good. Minimum special attack though, but 29 speed, 29 special attack, that is really good. Alright, we'll take that. Alright, Kingler, mild, that is terrible. Another minimum defense Krabby. I get it every time. And then Switch Swim on this, cool. With below average stats. 21 defense, I guess. 0 Spadef is not great. Alright, well. We'll take it. Let's go ahead and level these guys up here. I think Dottler has a delay. For some reason, let me double check. Let's see, Dottler. No, it doesn't have a delay. We could just level it up. Alright, so, and then let me see for Lotad. Oh, it's guaranteed Swift Swim in this game. That's actually very nice. think there's any delays for Ludicolo. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. So we could just level these guys up. Let's go ahead and speed this up here. Lotad. What's it? Lombre. Mega Drain. Bubble Beam. Nature Power. Giga Drain. Zen Headbutt. I guess this is for Brawly Split. Sure. And knock. Oh, that's probably better. Yeah. Do I need chilling water? Chilling water could have some useful tech. I think knockoff is just generally better for that. And then Scald for sure. Cool. Let's see, Mudshot. Metal Claw. Stomp. And we get Kingler. Razor Shell. X-Scissor. Haze. Waterfall. Cool. And let's level this guy up. Side Beam. Orbital. Hypnosis. Recover. Signal Beam. Let's see, when would I use Recover for this guy? Not sure. I mean, Reflect plus Recover, I think could be interesting. But I feel like having both screens is probably just better. Plus 2 stab. Let's do that. Bug Buzz. Guard swap, no. Power swap, no. Side shock. Yes. All right, cool. And then now let's go ahead and get a water stone for Ludi. This is water stone, right? Yeah. All right. get Ludicolo. Alright, cool. I never talked to the tutor here. Let's go back to Dewford. Cool. Alright, let's get these guys in the cow. Alright, so let's see, next fight is the double battle with the lightning rod slash water absorb mons. So let's see. This has the discharging Lapras on one side with the lightning rod, Seeking plus Volt Absorb Lantern on the other side. I think we could either go Chestnut lead or let's see. Could also go Ludicolo probably. Yeah. I feel like Executor is probably the safest. We can pre-damage. We can lead and pre-damage either. Yeah, we could pre-damage something for the Seeking to see a KO on. The question is, who do I want to be out on the second turn? I think we pre-damage Kingler to show KO from the Sea King with Signal Beam. And then we can protect. Yeah. And then we could swap to, like, Chestnut. For the Lantern. And then we could just bring, like, Ludicolo as a backup, maybe. And then we could bring my two round types. Yeah, I think that should work. Let's go Executor. We'll go Diggersby. And the rest of these guys should be fine. Just put we'll just put cherry berries on all of them. Oh wait, you don't need one. Alright, and then I guess we could just go Thornberries on the other guys. Alright, cool. And then Kingler needs to be pre-damaged to 36 HP. Okay. I think this should be good. We just need to not get super unlucky with status procs, but we should be fine. Otherwise, yeah. Cherry, orange. Alright, let's try it. And after this double battle, we get another encounter, so that'll be nice. So let me... Ooh, hold on, let me check something really quick. Yeah, this Seeking is going to get a Lightning Rod proc. Which means he would see KO on Executor the next turn. So that's not good. Let's see, the Seeking is not faster. Yeah, the problem is that Executor is slower, so I think I need to go with a different strategy. Let's see, I could outspeed. And maybe two-shot with Primate. But it's only with Cross Chop, which it's not, it's only 95% accurate. Yeah. Okay, so if that's the case, I think I need to go Chestnut lead then. Because after +1 at full HP, Chestnut should not show a KO. Because I don't have any other means. Let me check something here. Huh. I could maybe use Delcatty. Delcatty with a Silk Scarf has a decent chance of two-shotting. Because I need to try to take this Seeking out before it can get an attack off. But then I wouldn't be able to equip a... I wouldn't be able to equip a... Cherry Berry. I have to go Silk Scarf, but I mean... Hey, what's up, Luke? Good to see you. How's everything going? I only had a wise... if I had wise classes at this point. I think Delcatty could do it. I think it was pretty toxic. Yeah, the AP was a lot of fun. I enjoyed the format of the multi-randomizer. How long did it take for the rest of you guys to beat it after I finished? Yeah. Yeah, depending on your settings, it seems like those runs can go for a pretty long time. I would definitely be interested in trying like the Kingdom Hearts 2 one. Yeah, I've done like the regular randomizer for it, but I think that would also be cool to try. I think this should work here. Alright, let's try this. Elliot and Ned. Alright, so for this double battle, the Lapras only knows Discharge, and Seeking plus the Lantern in the back have Lightning Rod / Volt Absorb. So the Seeking is the most threatening, so we want to get this thing rid of as soon as possible. So we have Delcatty pre-toxic so that it can't die, or it can't get paralyzed, and we have Kingler pre-damage to show a KO from the Seeking. So we're have a pretty good chance at two-shotting with Play Rough Silk Scarf. So we're trying to aim for that here. So we'll go for Fake Out. Oh, I mean Play Rough, right? Let's see. Play Rough's highest damage. So Play Rough plus Protect. There comes a Discharge. There's the Lightning Rod. Alright. Now, hopefully this KOs, and then we're gonna swap Kingler into Chestnut. Another Discharge. Come on, Delcatty. Thank you. Right, now it is a Lantern. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to last all the way to 12:30. I can't really play games that late. I just get way too tired. This Lantern probably sees a KO with random move, so I think we just go to straight to Ludicolo, and then we'll go for a Seed Bomb onto the Lantern with Chestnut. Discharge. We have Cherry Berries. And just because of that. Thunderbolts. Now, I think Ludicolo is probably going to be dead here to double target. I think we could just swap to... Yeah, we could just swap to Diggersby. It should be guaranteed electric move if it does attack the Ludicolo. So let's go to Diggersby here. And then we'll go for another Seed Bomb on Lantern. Perfect. Now it's just the Lapras, which only knows Discharge, so we can pivot to I'll go for a bounce, and then we'll pivot to Wish Cash. So that he can't hit us. And then I think highest damage here is with Mud Shot. Oh, that works. Alright. It's perfectly fine. This could target either side, but I think we could just swap to... We should probably stay in here. Yeah, we can go for another bounce here. We'll go for Mud Shot. Beam, perfectly fine. Yep. And now we can just clean up from here. And then, so what was the highest move again? Highest damaging move was... yeah, no shots. We'll just spam these until this is dead. Buddy 3.0, what's up in the chat? Appreciate you popping in. Hope you're having a good day today. What beats Dark? Fighting, Bug, Fairy. I think that's it. Yeah. Syrupy Apple. Dark Fighting, Flying Fairy, and I think that's it. Alright, so we get a new encounter here in Granite Cave. Each floor has a different type theme. But we usually always go for the first floor because it's a guaranteed steel type, which we currently don't have. We already have a fairy type, so we don't need to do Steven's room. So we always go for the steel type here, I think. Although there are some pretty good fairy types in Steven's room. But usually a steel type, you always want at least one of in your party, so I think we're gonna go for that. And preferably anything other than Alolan Sandshrew or Cupins. Yeah, that makes sense, since Centiskorch is quad weak to rock. Yeah, Sudowoodo is designed as a rock type that's trying to look like a tree. Let me just triple check here if this is the play that I want to do. Yeah, I think so. Alright, so let's see what we get here. I think last time we got a Orthworm. Paul Haywo, what's up, bro? Good to see you again. Appreciate you popping in. Hope you've been doing alright. Alright, let's see what we get here. Alright, Cufant. It's not the best out of the ones in here, but we'll take it. We'll take a Cufant. Let's see. Paparaja. Let's go with Demolitionist. I don't know if this will fit. AMJ, what's up in the chat? Hello, hello, welcome. Appreciate you popping in. Hope you're having a good day today. Buddy, I'll take a Lapras. Let me see what are all the. Let me see if I can name off all the fire ground types. There's Camerupt. There's I mean, I guess Primal Groudon. So, yeah. MJ, this is a ROM hack called Pokemon Null. I'm doing a Nuzlocke of it. It's a ROM hack that contains all the Pokemon up to Gen 9, including all the new Mega, including the ZA ones. So, and it's designed to be super difficult. It's currently one of the hardest ROM hacks to do a Nuzlocke of. So, that's what I like doing. Alright, let's check out the IVs here. Brave Nature? Okay. Oh, wow. Dang. Look at those IVs. That is crazy. Brave is actually really good, too. Dang. Right, this guy's a beast. We'll take that for sure. In this game, you get the Gen 6 starters, so I chose a Chestnut. Let's go and level this guy up here. Stomp. Iron Defense. Alright. Some dig. No. Because Chestnut gets guaranteed battle armor in this game. Which is very useful for Nuzlocks, because it means it can't get crit. Greninja is pretty good too, but it doesn't really pop off until later. It's also very... It's got paper-thin defenses, so it's kind of difficult to use. Heat Crash... Iron Head... Well, in this game, all of the routes are have themes. So in Granite Cave, there's 4 floors, and each floor has a different type. So this floor is all steel types. The next one's all ground types. Then it's ice types, and then in Steven's room, it's fairy types. So I really enjoy it because it makes it so that you have pretty good type diversity. I think we will... I think we'll teach it over Smash for now. You can always reteach that. Alright, cool. Well, it all depends on the battles. Each fight, I use a completely different team. Because they're all designed to be very difficult and need specific counters. So. Let me go ahead and add this guy to my calc here. Yeah, so the next 2 fights are double battles. Oh, I forgot to turn. Oh, Orthworm. This guy's pretty good too. Have to turn on the repellent. I currently have the first gym badge. On my way to the second gym. Some shiny stone. Nice stone. Icy wind. Never melt ice. Alright, so before I continue, I'm going to plan this next fight out here. So this next fight has a Friend Guard Clefairy, which we want to deal with first. Which Copper Raja is actually a pretty good answer for. Yeah, we just one-shot this. So we could pre-damage something. Let's see. Yeah, we could pre-damage like Kingler to show KO. So we could also let's see, although we are slower than Clefairy. Maximilian, what's up in the chat? Appreciate you popping in. Hope you're having a good day today. Well, I would, but Nuzlocke rules, I can only catch one Pokemon per route, so I've already got my encounter, so I can't do any of the other floors. Let's see. So we could probably pre-damage Kingler, I would say. Yeah. Let's see. We could probably bring... Let's see. Houndoom is pretty good for this fight. I think Wish Cash is pretty good. Salazzle's also pretty good. Let's see. And then for the Charge-a-Bug, I'll probably bring Gigalith. And then maybe Macargo. I think that should be good. Or actually, Wish Cash would be good. Yeah, let's go Wish Cash. Alright. I think that's a good lineup here. So let's go. And the question is, who do I want to be? If I have Kaparaja in the first slot, it would be baiting. Probably in order, so it'd probably bait Charge a Bug. Which I think would be good. So let's have keep you in the first slot, you in the second slot. Let's bring Houndoom. Let's bring what's his face? Salazzle. And Gigalith. We will go Cherry Berry on you. Let's go Cherry Berry here. Let's go Rostberry here. Cherry Berry here. And Rostberry here. I think that should be good. We can pre-damage Kingler to 42 HP. Alright, let's try this here. Oh no, actually... Oh no, I need to pre-damage more. So that Mr. Mime doesn't go for Fake Out. Yeah, so we actually need to pre-damage to 10 HP. Because we don't want it faking out... We don't want it to fake out my Kaparaja. Yeah, that was good. Let's triple check that here. Alright, let's try this. Lost, cherry, lost. Alright, let's do this. Alright, Emmy. So we got a double battle here. the gimmick here is that the Clefairy has Friend Guard, reducing its allies' damage, and Mr. Mime has Fake Out. So we want to take out the Clefairy first. Paparaja will one-shot it, and we're pre-damaged so that Mr. Mime sees a KO with Fake Out, allowing us to use Protect, so that the Mr. Mime won't use it on Paparaja. Protect, we should see Fake Out, perfect. Dazzling Gleam is fine. And then this will one-shot. Perfect. This should bring in Charge Bug. Yep. So now, again, both sides see a KO onto the Kingler. So I think the best swap here is probably... let's see here. Probably Gigalith? Either Gigalith or Houndoom. But Houndoom could take a lot of damage from Lunge. So I think Gigalith would probably be the safest switch. And then we can go for the KO on Mr. Mime here. By going for another Iron Head into it, and then... yeah, let's go Gigalith. See what it goes for here. Okay, Freeze Dry. At his highest damage. Struggle Bug, that's fine. Alright, Mr. Mime goes down. So now there's a Mischievous here. Has a lot of not very accurate moves. I think it should see KO into Gigalith. Let me see. Okay, we're at 61. Yeah, so should see the majority of the rolls with Zap Cannon into Gigalith. So I think we're gonna stay in, and we'll go for a Heat Crash onto the Mischievous, which has a chance to KO. Let's swap to Wish Cash here. Hopefully a Zap Cannon. Perfect. There's a Lunge. We'll take that. There's a Heat Crash. Oh no, I was supposed to go for Iron Head. Oh, man, that was a mistake. But that's fine. Let's see, we can... we can swap Paparaja out now. It's gonna go for, most likely, for a... Inferno. So I think we could go to... we can go to Houndoom, I think, safely. And I think Wish Cash... let's see, our attack did get reduced. But I think Aqua Tail still has a pretty decent chance to KO here. Yeah, so we'll go for Aqua Tail into Mischievous here. Yeah, there's Inferno. We'll take that. Aqua Tail. Nice. And then Thunder Wave. Perfectly fine. Alright, and then now we can just take out this Charge Bug. Let me just check if I'm dead to Lunge Crit. Let's see, Lunge Crit. deals maximum of 80, so yeah, we could stay in. We'll Burning Jealousy and go for another Aqua Tail. And there we go. Very nice. Barrage is actually kind of beast with it. Not gonna lie. Alright. Let's see. I might have time for one more fight. So next one is also double battle. Yeah, this one is the Poltergeist one. Let's see. What can we use here? Yeah, this thing has weak armor. So I'd ideally like to use a special attacking move, but may not be able to do that here. Let's see. Yeah, we could maybe go Chestnut. Then how am I gonna take out this? I'm gonna take out this Tauros. Let's see. So I could maybe go Gigalith instead, because then I can get an Intimidate on the Tauros, which would be helpful. So, this fight is a little tough. think Gigalith is probably the way to go. And then we can bring, again, Kingler, free damage. And Drampa's, I think, a pretty safe swap. But then the question is, how do we get rid of the Horus after? We need to go like Beetle or something. Yeah. I think Beetle would be good. Paparaja, I think, would be good. Yeah, I think that would be good. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Things can get very awkward very quick in this fight, though. Should I maybe bring Noiver? Noiver doesn't really do that much damage to this either. I'm not too sure. feel like Drampa is not really accomplishing too much in this fight. We can use something else. It's just a good switch for the Poltergeist. Yeah. I don't really see any other better options. I'm not too sure what the best play here is. I feel like I think everything else is just not as good to bring though. So yeah, let's try this here. Let's bring Orbeetle. Let's bring Drampa. And let's bring Lapras. We'll try this. And then for items, let's go. We'll go 68 HP on Kingler. Let's go. Let's go Quick Claw. Quick Claw here. Let's go maybe Bright Powder here. Let's go let's see, I guess maybe Scope Lens. Or those Scope Lens here. And then I guess just berry juices on the other guys. I think that should be fine. Berry juice, Scope Lens, Bright Powder. Yeah, this fight looks pretty sketchy. But I think we can make do. Not too sure. We just need to get rid of... Just really need to get rid of this Tauros. It's a little tough to do. I mean, if anything goes wrong, we could probably just sack Drampa, in all honesty. See, I might want to go Silver Powder, actually, on this. Yeah, I think that would probably be better. think it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Let me see something. I have to actually, if I'm doing Gigalithly, then I need to account for Intimidate on Kingler. So I actually need to go down to 44 HP. Good thing I caught that. Alright. Let's try it. Don't feel super confident on this fight, but we'll see. Alright, let's rock it. Alright, Ranger Zoe. She has a very interesting team here. So she has a Poltegeist and a Tauros here. The Poltegeist has the move Tea-Time, which makes all of its allies use their health berries. So like, the Tauros here is holding a Lychee Berry and has Kudchu. So we want to prevent it from using that. So we have, it's also holding a Focus Sash and has Weak Armor. So to prevent it from using it, we have Kingler here pre-damage to show KOs to both Tauros and Poltegeist, allowing Gigalith to get free attacks onto the Poltegeist here. So we will go for a Throat Chop to start, and we will protect from both incoming attacks. Ooh, Quick Claw, nice. Alright. Here's the Weak Armor. There's a Hex, there's a Wild Charge, good. We actually would like that on this turn. I think we can... So now we can go for Rock Slide, just to deal a little bit of trip damage to the Tauros here. So we'll go Rock Slide, and we're going to swap to Drampa on Wild Charge, and then either Hex or Giga Drain from the Poltegeist. Oh, we got the double Quick Claw. That's really good, actually. Alright, we'll take that. We'll take that. Yeah, there's the Wild Charge. Okay, crit. Alright, so Flapple should come in here. Alright, so now this is where it gets a little tricky, because now it's gonna be random moves from both sides, which is a little sketchy. Both sides could be dead to double targeting. That's the main issue here. But I don't really have good swaps. Let's see, but Gigalith is taking either a Grab Apple or a Double Kick. So I think we always swap Gigalith out here for Orbeetle. And then we might need to stay in with Drampa, but Drampa is definitely dead to double target. Let me see. We might be able to go to Lapras, actually, since Lapras has shell armor, and it's also -1. So I think this would be a safe swap here. Let's do that. Okay, Leer. Don't like that. Here's a Grab Apple. Oh, that's a crit. That is really bad. Okay. well, we were -2. So we should definitely swap out of Orbeetle. It's going to be going for Lash Out and or Acrobatics. So I think we need to swap to... We'll swap out to Paparaja and we'll KO the Flapple with Lapras. With... Actually, let's see. Are we showing KO to... Oh, we are showing KO with Leer. Damn it. Okay, this is really bad. Man, I really should have thought about this. This is a really horrible position. I didn't account for the Leer. Yeah, Flapple can definitely go for the KO on Lapras, which would be very bad. Let's see. Yeah, and Flapple would prioritize the fast KO on the Lapras over the slow KO on the Orbeetle. We're just not making any headway here, which is the problem. So, well, Lapras has, at -1, a 25% chance to live. I think we need to roll that. Because Tauros is guaranteed attacking the Orbeetle slot. So I think we have to go for it. So we'll go Paparaja. Actually, no, we could go... we can go Gigalith. Yeah, we can go Gigalith, because that would guarantee... We can get the Intimidate, and then guarantee that Lapras lives. Okay, yeah, that's the play here. So we're gonna swap to Gigalith instead. Get an Intimidate, and then KO Flapple with an Aurora Beam. So we get the Intimidate here. Yeah, there's the Lash Out. There's the Grab Apple. Aurora Beam KOs here. Okay, good. Now it's Tropius. Lapras is at -2 now. So Tauros is gonna probably see KO with either Double Kick or a Wild Charge. Tropius doesn't see a KO. So I think from here we may be able to go to maybe from here we can go now to Paparaja. And then let me see, we're at 96. Lapras is -2. And 76. Okay, so we're actually not showing KO to... Well, actually, no, hold on. No, yeah, we are showing KO to... Tauros here. With mainly double kick. So we might be able to go to Orbeetle here. Yeah. This is really scary though. I think I have to do that. I'm gonna go here. Oh no. Yeah, swap Gigalith for you. And then we'll swap Orbeetle for... Swap Lapras for Orbeetle. Yeah, double kick. And Giga Drain, that's fine. Okay. So now... let's see, Orbeetle's definitely does a crit. But we could get a... This could be our chance to get a Reflect off here. So I think staying in is probably wise. And then we can just go for a... We need to take out the Tauros here for sure. So, but we don't want to get into Lychee range, so... I think we will go Heat Crash first. And then try to set up a Reflect, and just hope we don't get crit. Okay, there's the Leer. Reflects up. Stomping Tantrum, don't crit. Thank you. Oh, that was a bad crit. That was a really bad crit. Okay, yeah, so we have to swap again. Oh man, this fight is going off the rails. But we do have Reflect up. So as long as we don't get crit, we should be fine. I think I could swap Copperajah to Lapras from here, maybe. And then maybe swap Orbeetle for... Well, actually, let me see. Could we swap to... See, actually, I don't think we can afford... Yeah, Tropius can go for Air Cutter here, which will do a lot of damage on... Orbeetle. But the problem is that Tauros is going to get its Cudchew proc as well. see something here. Let's see, with Reflect up, can Kingler survive? Kingler's at 44. Max roll of Stomping Tantrum on Kingler would be 17. 17 plus... Let's see. Force is at -1 with Reflect up. It would take 10 per from Tauros double kick. Yeah, we could live. Okay. So I think we pivot into Kingler. We swap Pop Raja to Kingler because we always live because of Channel Armor with the Reflect up, and then we swap, I think, to... Let me see. Let's see, is Tauros dead to Ice Shard? Probably not. Let me see. Break out the ruler here. Let's see. Yeah, no, that's 15. So. Oh, don't mean to do that. So. I think we have to swap Orbeetle or maybe Lapras because of, or we try to stay in with Orbeetle and try to get the KO on Tauros. The problem is that it's faster than everything. But if I don't take it out now, it's going to get Cut-Shoe proc and it's going to get to +0. But let's see, we're at 61. Yeah, we're definitely dead still to double target. Air Cutter plus Lash Out from Tauros. So if I could reposition and Lapras is not showing any KOs. Actually, I think Drampa's probably the play here. Because they should see KOs to both sides. I mean, they should both see KOs only to Kingler after I swap in here. So I think we'll swap to Drampa. See what happens here. Alright, there's the Lash Out. There's the Air Cutter. Okay, we get the Berserk proc. Okay, so now... Let's see. Tauros should be now back to regular. Let me see. We are at 77. Okay, I don't think we're showing KO to Tauros here with double kick. So I think we should be free to protect. With Kingler. And then go for the KO on the Tauros here. Let's see, come on. Lash out good. Giga Drain perfect. Woo, let's go. Okay. Okay, Tauros is down. Now it's just the Tropius. I think we got this now. Because now it's gonna be guaranteed Giga Drain. I think we could just go. Yeah, let's go. Let's pivot to. Let's see, this is gonna be completely a random move from Tropius, though. So I need to be careful here. It could still be Air Cutter. I think we have to go. I think we have to go maybe Caparaja and hope it's not Stomping Tantrum crit. Let's see, could we go? Could we go Lapras maybe? Maybe. So we're at 96. Giga Drain max roll deals 74. I think that's the play. Yeah, we pivot here. Hopefully not on a Giga Drain. We either Dragon Breath or I think we have to try to do damage here. We need to get somewhere, so we go for I think Dragon Breath. We could also Glare. I think Glare might be good. Yeah, that'll help us a lot. So you know Giga Drain one time. Okay, Stomping Tantrum, good. Glare. Okay. And I don't think we're dead to Giga Drain still. Giga Drain deals 74 max, yeah. So I think from here, we can go Aurora Beam plus Dragon Breath. And hopefully this KOs. Come on. That's a low roll. Yes! Woo! Let's go! Oh, that was so scary. Oh my gosh. That was insane. Whew. Man, that was so close. But we still made it out Deathless. Alright, but I'm cooked. My brain is fried now. I'm gonna go ahead and stop there for today. I appreciate everyone who tuned in. Hope everyone has a great rest of their day. I'll catch everyone next time.